What is up, guys? I'm William. Welcome to this episode of William for Acupuncture. If you're new here, then hi, I'm William, a master's student in acupuncture at Beijing University of Chinese Medicine. Today, we are diving into Sanyangluo, a point that might just be your hand's new superhero. If you've been feeling that all too common weaknesses on the back of your hand, let me ask you, do you ever feel that your hand just won't lift properly? Like it's lost its spark? Maybe you are spending hours on your computer or scrolling on your phone until your hand feels drained, weak, or even a little numb. If that sounds like you, then stick around, because Sanyangluo is here to save the day. Now, let's be honest. The code SG8 tells you nothing more than that it's the 8th acupoint on the small intestine meridian, leaving you in the dark about the rich details of traditional acupuncture. In contrast, the original name, Sanyangluo, when translated word by word, literally means 3 yang network. This name immediately tells you that 3 yang meridians are interlinked. So, naturally, we ask, which 3 yang meridians are we talking about? If you've dipped your toes into acupuncture studies, you'd recall that the forearm houses 3 yang meridians, the Shou Yangming, Shou Taiyang, and Shou Shaoyang meridians. That's our first nugget of insight directly from the name itself. But wait, there's more. The very presence of the number 3 in its name might also suggest that this acupoint could treat 3 different kinds of ailments. Could it be that Sanyangluo is like a Swiss knife, Swiss Army knife, ready to tackle 3 distinct issues simultaneously? Today, we will dig deeper into this possibility and see how the original naming of acupoints provides layers of information far richer than a stereo international code ever could. Stay tuned and prepare to be enlightened with a few laughs along the way. So join me as we unravel the mystery behind Sanyangluo and explore the hidden potential encoded in its very name. Sanyangluo is located on the dorsal side of your forearm, about 4 cun above the wrist crease, right between the ulna and radius. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great, another point to remember. But here's a fun twist. It's not so much about where the point is, but rather about where the needle tip lands and what effect it produces. The magic happens when we use the Sancai needle technique to tailor the treatment exactly to what your hands needs. So, before we jump into the techniques, let's get to know the key players in this area. First up is the finger extensor muscle, a vital component that ensures your fingers straighten with ease. This muscle is your go-to when it comes to straightening your fingers and letting your wave hello with confidence. Almost like nature's very own built-in greeting mechanism. And next, we have the little finger extensor, which may be smaller in size but gives your pinky that extra oomph when you need to point, gesture, or flash a quirky sign. And finally, the thumb eccenser. This muscle is essential for extending your thumb with precision, so you can give the perfect, well-timed thumbs up every time. Together, these muscles set the stage for the dynamic interactions that our needle techniques are designed to enhance. And now comes the fun part, witnessing the power of Sancai needling at Sanyangluo with 3 different approaches. The first technique is a straight, vertical insertion. When we insert the needle directly into Sanyangluo, it gently touches the finger extensor, creating a subtle but noticeable response. As a result, you might feel a little twitch that radiates into your middle finger, a playful signal that the muscle is relaxing and releasing tension. This tiny twitch isn't just a random occurrence. It's a reassuring indicator that our approach is working exactly as intended, bridging the gap between precise needling and the body's natural responses. Next, we take a slight twist, literally inserting the needle at an inward slant. This method specifically targets the thumb extensor, which, as you know, can sometimes act like a stubborn teenager. If your thumb isn't cooperating or seems a bit stiff, this inward slant is like giving it a gentle yet persuasive nudge, kind of like reminding it to join the party. It's that little push that says, hey, it's time to get moving. And then we move on to our final approach, an outward slant insertion. And this technique is aimed squarely at little finger extensor. Here, the needle carefully finds its way into the outer side of your hand, easing tension as it goes. It's almost like sending a friendly memo to your pinky, telling it to relax and stretch out. This method not only alleviates the tightness around the little finger, but also helps restore smoother, more natural movement throughout your entire hand, making every gesture feel as effortless as a well-practiced dance. By combining these 3 needling directions, we can significantly improve symptoms of hand weakness and difficulty lifting your hand. Imagine it as customized tune-up for your hand. Each muscle and tendon gets exactly the treatment it needs to return to peak performance. Whether you're battling a stiff thumb or a reluctant pinky, this approach ensures that your hand operates like a finely tuned instrument, ready for action at a moment's notice. Alright, thanks for hanging out with me today as we explore the wonders of Sanyangluo. If this episode brightened your day and helped you understanding how targeted acupuncture can turn a tired hand into a super hand, be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. I'm William, and I can't wait to bring you more upbeat, science-based acupuncture insights in the next episode. Stay awesome and keep those hands strong.